TransUnion is an out-of-control repeat offender that believes it's above the law. Hi, this is Consumer Protection Attorney Bill Clanton. I've helped thousands of people deal with debt collection harassment, bad background checks, inaccurate credit reports, and all nature of consumer-related matters. In this video, I'm talking about the new lawsuit the CFPB filed against TransUnion and the director of the CFPB's comments. He made that comment that I just said, and he went on to say, he is concerned that TransUnion's leadership is either unwilling or incapable of operating its business lawfully. Those are strong words. Now let's see what made him say those things. To understand that, let's rewind a little bit, talk about who TransUnion is, but the previous litigation requirements that were imposed upon TransUnion, who their executive is, the decisions this executive made, because he's part of this lawsuit too, and then what consumers can expect from this lawsuit. Okay, TransUnion, if you don't know, is a gigantic credit reporting agency that keeps files on over 200 million Americans. It has a subsidiary, TransUnion Interactive, through which it sells credit monitoring services, credit scores, and credit reports, and other credit-related products. As you know, if you've seen videos on this channel, credit reporting agencies are entrusted with generating complete and accurate credit reports. And based on the 150,000 complaints filed with the CFPB in 2021, the CFPB believes that TransUnion has a hard time maintaining that trust. Okay, so the previous enforcement order. On January 3rd, 2017, the CFPB settled a case against TransUnion, saying that it was deceptively marketing credit scores. As part of that settlement, TransUnion agreed to pay $13.9 million in restitution to victims and $3 million in civil penalties. Part of that order required, among other things, that one, the credit reporting giant warned consumers that lenders are not likely to use the scores they are supplying. So the score that TransUnion supplies to you, the consumer, is not the same one that the bank is going to use, is what they're saying they had to tell you. Okay, two, obtain express informed consent of consumers or customers for recurring payments for subscriptions or services. So you have to actually check the box. It cannot be pre-checked for you. Okay, and three, provide an easy way for people to cancel subscriptions. They can't hide the button. They can't put it 3 or 4 pages down. And I'll get to this in 1 second. But in May of 2019, CFPB examiners informed TransUnion it was still violating that 2017 order. In June 2020, the CFPB informed TransUnion it was still violating the order and engaging in additional violations. Okay, now this hiding of buttons and things we're talking about, that is called dark patterns. Okay, dark patterns are hidden tricks or trapdoors companies build into their websites to get consumers to inadvertently click links or to make it harder for them to unsubscribe. You can look on YouTube for other videos on dark patterns. I remember seeing one a couple years ago on how hard it is to unsubscribe from Amazon Prime. You have to go through multiple layers. That's a dark pattern, and that's not as harmful as one related to your credit score that TransUnion can play on you. As alleged in the complaint, TransUnion used an array of dark pattern tricks to trick people into recurring payments and make it difficult for them to cancel them. Now, what they did is when you sign up for, when you check your credit score, annualcreditreport.com. Now, annualcreditreport.com is the place to get your credit report from the bureaus. If you buy it from TransUnion, you're going to buy it from TransUnion Interactive. If you buy it from Equifax or Experian, you're going to buy it from some subsidiary, or it's possible you're going to buy it from some subsidiary, and that's not the actual report from the bureau. It's the report from the subsidiary, and it may make it hard to litigate those claims related to the credit report. Okay, so I have another video about that, but the complaint alleges that you go to annualcreditreport.com, and as you know, when you pull it, you have to verify your identity. You have a loan with this company, you have a car note for this with this type of car, etc. You have to verify your identity. Well, TransUnion was asking for credit card information, as to verify your identity. But then as you click through it, it offered a free credit score and had an automatically checked button that would sign you up for a credit monitoring service. And the disclosures related to that credit monitoring service were in an image that was low contrast. The image, the text in the image was close to the same color as the background of the image, making it very difficult to read. That told you what you were signing up for. So this tricked thousands, tens of thousands of people. So inside an image, it took 30 seconds longer to load than the rest of the material. For consumers looking way out of their subscriptions, TransUnion not only failed to offer a simple mechanism of cancellation, it actively made it arduous for consumers to cancel through clever uses of font and color on its website. They tried to keep you from unsubscribing once you'd been tricked into subscribing. Now, John Danaher is named in this lawsuit too. He's no longer with TransUnion, but John Danaher, he's the guy that they're pointing the finger at, and for good reason. I don't know how the CFPB got the information they got, but they've got, this guy is the smoking gun. Danaher served as a top executive of TransUnion Interactive, the part of TransUnion that makes the money, right? That runs these subscriptions and sells these services. Okay, he was personally bound by the 2017 order, but he repeatedly failed to ensure that TransUnion took certain required steps and refrained from prohibited conduct. In fact, Danaher determined that complying with the order would reduce the company's revenue. So he created a plan to delay or avoid having to implement the order. Oh, that's bad. All right, so Danaher instructed TransUnion Interactive to cease using the checkbox, which led to millions of enrollments. He said, we've got this order, let's not follow it. Let's put the automatic checkbox back in. And they got millions of enrollments, millions, tens of millions of dollars from this. Okay, so that's the background. That's not even what today's lawsuit's about. That's the background for it. Okay, so today, April 12th, the CFPB filed a lawsuit against TransUnion, TransUnion Interactive, John Danaher, and some other related TransUnion folks, saying that TransUnion and John Danaher flouted a formal law enforcement order, continued to engage in deceptive conduct in its marketing and sale of credit-related products. It failed to produce the required disclosures, making the marketing not misleading. It failed to assemble and review consumer information and implement appropriate improvements to advertisements. TransUnion deceived customers through digital dark patterns. Okay, TransUnion cheated customers through marketing and sale of its credit-related products. All right, so what do we got? We've got flouting law enforcement orders, deceiving consumers, and cheating customers. Whew, man. All right, so let's wrap this up here. Today's lawsuit alleges that TransUnion violated the CFPB's 2010 Act by failing to implement requirements of the Bureau's 2017 order and by engaging in deceptive acts and practices. The CFPB also alleges that TransUnion violated Regulation V, which implements the Fair Credit Reporting Act and the Electronic Funds Transfer Act. The CFPB is seeking, okay, now here I said at the beginning what you can expect from this, what consumers can expect from this, and this is what the CFPB is seeking. The CFPB is seeking monetary relief for consumers, such as restitution or return of funds, disgorgement of compensation for unjust gains, injunctive relief, and civil money penalties. Okay, these cases take a long time to go through courts, so it'll be a while, but if you get a letter saying that you have received you're entitled to some relief or payment from TransUnion because of the CFPB, this is likely where it came from. And now I think you can understand why it was appropriate for the CFPB director to say TransUnion is an out-of-control repeat offender that believes it's above the law. Look, if you're having a hard time with TransUnion, I think you can start to get a picture of who they are. We've got another video on TransUnion planned talking about their revenues and how much money they make and the way they position themselves to their corporate shareholders. It's still in the works, but please like this video. Please share it with your friends. The more people who know about this, the better. TransUnion is a bad actor. You need to stay on top of them before they report bad or inaccurate information about you. Thanks for watching this video. If you need help with TransUnion or Experian or Equifax or any other credit reporting agency, give us a call. Thanks for watching.